Assalamu alaikum, dear students. So in today video, I'm trying to continue working on chat application, and which is let's say it's 4th of May, 2024. Okay, today week 2. Still, as you know, we were trying to work on Firebase project, which take us a long time due to the update from Firebase team regarding using a CLI command line. Let's run the application in the beginning just to see where we stopped. In the chat application that we have here, already we solved some of the issues. For example, we added you have added already by yourself and me navigation, and we have also added an animation to the application, and we finished that part. All what we have now still left is working on other parts. Let's see if in the code this applied, navigation, other things. For example, animation part, if we take a look here, yes, this one that you added, navigation part, animation also added. I'm going down today, trying today just to continue with adding, for example, the authentication part for the project, adding what else we have? I already mentioned this one in the README file, adding a Firebase project for the application. After adding Firebase, we can store, of course, messages, working on authentication, storing the messages, retrieving the messages, using list view to show these messages, applying security for database. Okay, so I'm just trying now to running this application on the phone, just to test it. Everything is fine before we continue. Meanwhile, let's go and check our Firebase. Meanwhile, okay, so this is developer Android. Okay, I've signed with. Let's go to Firebase. Okay. Okay. So we go to the console. Then after that, we check out, let's say I'm going to connect it. You can create, for example, new project and connect to your app. Or you can use one of these. I think I can make a new project. You have reached the limitation for your account. You can add a new, okay. Already I created many projects, that's why. So I'm going to use this one, for example, testing Firebase or chatting 28 or whatever. Okay, let's say I'm going to use this application, which already I used, I guess, with you in the video that I showed with you. Already I created some database here, as you can see. Okay, let's continue now. Continue trying to add the application to this part. Okay, the application now is working. Login is working. If you click on login, you come here to the chat. If you click sign out, you go back. If you click back and back again, you can come to the register and you can see everything is working fine. The text already writing, okay, in black, very good. So let's try to work on that. Let's open the terminal. Let's activate, okay, the application. Let's see how to activate, just to remind you on myself. Okay, so we have here a Firebase. We have to install this one, which already I did. Firebase login. Let's check it out. Firebase login. Is already logged or not? Okay, great. Login is done. After that, we have Firebase, I think configure. It's time for configure. Not this one. Okay, Firebase login list. No, it's stuck here. Okay. So after login, pub activate CLI. Okay, let's activate it. Or let's try this one. Is it activated or not? It activated it. Okay, so let's go and do this. Okay, after we have done this one, it's now for configure time. After configure, okay, fire. Let fire. Why it's let me check it out on the other one. Let fire configure. I'm not sure if we should close it or not. Let's check it out in the terminal. I will repeat again one more time. It says I have to export, right? This one, I didn't do it. Okay. Then configure. So because of the export was not added, this path for CLI. Anyway, let me choose one of these projects. For example, we said testing Firebase app. I will keep only Windows. Let's keep only Android for now. Don't need more. Okay, after we connect this one, let's go and check the packages if we have them or not. We have no packages yet, so let's add some packages. For example, we need at least a Firestore. So if you continue now, let's add the okay, and Firebase core library. After that, I think it's added. Yes. Let's add also, for example, we go add these parts to the main dot. So where's the main dot? Okay, in this case here, paste. After that, let's change the code for the main function. So if you have many lines of code, you have to use the curly braces, as you know. That one is not very useful. Okay, this is Copilot is suggesting this one, which is nice. I will accept it by pressing tab. Then this one, I'm going to paste the right. And as you know, if you want to use a wait keyword, you have to make the function that you have it as async, and it's better to make this one as future of void. Since the function is required, it will not return anything, only void. Okay, let's make it run again. The application keeps working, very good. Now, after that, let's go and see what we have. For example, a Flutter run. I don't think we need to rebuild the Flutter. Okay, let's rebuild it again, the whole application. Okay. Now, I think we need to add more packages. For example, I need in this application authentication and I need a Firestore. Okay. This is what I need. So Firebase Auth and Cloud Firestore. Okay, and not this, not this. Firebase Auth, I guess, right? Yes. Okay. Where is the here PubSpec example to show you? Now we are going to add from here. Enter. It's going to be added here. Okay, it was also added. Very good, perfect. Let's add the other package now. Cloud Firestore. Cloud Firestore. Check it out. Is it correct? Cloud Firestore. Okay, it's correct. Also enter. You'll get it here. Perfect. So we have all the what we call it, all the packages that we need to start coding. Awesome. So let's say now what I'm going to use in the beginning. Okay. Is this welcome screen or not? Run again. I think we should start with welcome screen. Let's go to the main.dart. We have welcome screen in the beginning. But the welcome screen should be not login and register, right? Okay. Is it like we can go back? Where is the app? Not this, no, this one. Not it again. Probably it's entitled. I guess entitled 6. Okay. So meanwhile, welcome screen, login, register, chat screen, all of them have been added correctly. And the first one is welcome screen. Let's check it. It's welcome screen, the ID is correct. So in this case, the welcome screen, we'll take a look what it has inside. I think it should has only 2 buttons, right? Button for login and button for register. Yes. And this is material button, which has only 2 buttons. Okay, let me stop and on again. If you open entitled and just to check is it the same or not, I think it's the same. So this is chat application, right? Available there, yes, for Android. We can wait for until it opens, or I open again to see yes, it's working correctly. Login and register. So now let's activate the registration part in Firebase. So this is Firebase. This is authentication. Where is authentication? If we go for build authentication, let's activate it. Let's say get started. Okay. After you get started, let's do it. Email and password. Enable. This one we don't need it. Save. Okay, we have it. We can create from here. Sorry, we can create this from here. Users, we can create more users and password from this side. For example, I can add the unlike. Then I can write it. It should be Gmail. Gmail.com. Add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I guess 6 also accepted, right? Okay, I have one user from here or from there. We can do it together. Let's see how we can do it in the code. Is it working now? I think it started working. Let's clear everything. Okay. So in this case, let's say we want to start with the register in the beginning screen. Register screen, where is it? Okay, registration. If we think about it, what we need in the register screen, we need at least to import the authentication, right? Authentication. I think that's it. This is what we need. Now let's, for example, click on register, see how it works. We need email and password. So let's go and do it. We have a stateful widget for the screen. So let's go here and create our variable. Okay, string, uh, email, string, password. Okay, it says add late because it will come late a value for getting it from network or whatever. Then let's get these values, get them inside where is the unchanged. So this unchanged for what? Enter your password, okay? So I make email and password, great. So whenever you get value, you are going to say password equals that value that you get from user. Great, we're done. Then let's go to the email, email, and let's say email equals value, done. After you got the values, now time for registration. Let's create a variable for registration. For example, I would call it Firebase Authentication. Okay, this is a good name. Authentication underscore, only because it's working in this file. Try to make it final. Okay, no problem. I make it final authentication. Firebase auth dot instance. So let's go and do the registration now with it. I'll do it in a very simple way. So now where is the registration here? Before we go to the chat screen, let's do some registration. So if we say this code, try file new user, create user ID and password. If user not null, take them to the check chat screen. Otherwise, print the error message, which is, I guess, very good. This is a copilot is doing this auto completion, which is very nice. No, this is okay. So try and catch, or try and catch. So we are creating final a new user equals authentication, that variable that we created at the top to access the authentication dot create username with the email and password. This function will create for you the account. It will take from you your email and your password variables. And if this new user, if the user they didn't make it null, they write the password and the email, take them to that navigator.push. But still, I'm not very convinced. I think we have to apply some. Let's check it out. Because it's better to make the function async function since it requires time. So let's make some register now. Let's write ibc@gmail.com. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, is it really working or not? Anyway, we can check it out from the Firebase, right? Refresh, it comes. Okay, the email has been created, everything is fine. And there is navigation working, which is really not very correct way, I guess, and without using, for example, await, because usually this time consuming. So I prefer to use await for a while for such task and make the function async. Probably this way is better in coding. Okay, anyway, let's ignore it for now. Later we can check it out. Check out now. Registration done. Let's go back and try to write something wrong. What will happen? Password should be at least 6 characters. Okay, there's an error message. Perfect. Later we'll come to this one, how to make an error message, whatever things you can, for example, work on it. You can show, for example, a text here showing the error message, but now let's go to the login. So now registration is done. Let's go to the login screen. Go back, login. Where is the login now in the, okay. Again, exactly the same thing we need. Import Firebase authentication, done. Inside the stateful widget, we can start now creating our variables. String, email, string, password. Let's make it late. Boom. Password late. Okay, so unchanged. The email equals value. We'll get the value put in the email variable. And then here we are going to say this is the password, as you can see. Password equal value, done. Then let's say whenever user clicks a login, what we are going to apply in this case, we can write it in this way again, exactly same way, but this time we're going to call the function sign in instead of register with email and password. So Firebase authentication, okay, let's try it out. Let's write the email that we created, abc at gmail.com. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Will tell you there should be something wrong, but why it accepts? The supply authentication is incorrect. Malform or has expired. Okay, so there's something wrong and it passed. So the code, that's why I prefer in this case to use async, just to give time for the code to be checked. Yani this one, I'm going to say, oh wait. I think it will solve the issue now. Run it. Run. Now if there is error, it stays, it also accepted. Supply authentication is incorrect, expired. We have to improve the code to fix the error. Then if we make it also login, okay. Even if the email is not correct, it's also login. Okay, so it's anyway, it's accepting this, which is totally bad. Login. Okay, if the user is not null, which is totally correct. Async function is correct. Await. If it's Firebase, okay, until sign in done. Although the code looks very correct, I have to maybe run the application again. Just to check out what's happening. Register. Not register, sorry. Login. It's important to test your code like this way, just to see if there is nothing wrong or something wrong. For example, unexpected happens. It says it's still initialize only client to Bluetooth is not relative. Let me delete all this. Okay, back. Login, it works. Very good. Let me, just maybe that code was doing this. This line of code was extra. Probably it was doing this error. Otherwise, now, yes, there is no any error. ABC and A, for example, it's wrong. Yes, it's working. So that code was doing the error, the extra line. I forget to delete. Now login. It works perfect. Only if your password correct, it's going to take you to the login screen. So login authentication done. Let's say now in the chat application, we want to get the messages. Final part. We go to the chat application and let's go access the fire here. Firestore or just final fire store. Then okay, I created this one. I will also make it final. Then what time I'm going to need to get the button at send button. Let's say where is send. This is for what? For logout, right? We have the logout, it's already done. But again, we can make it Firebase. What do you call it? Firestore dot sign out over async. Why doesn't then design? Oh, it's not Firebase, sorry. Okay, this is for authentication. But okay, even if you remove this one, it's working right. But I prefer to make it in this way. Okay, to give some time for logout. Okay, logout now it works. Let's sign again, abc@gmail.com 12345 6. Okay, great. Now where is the send button? Send button. Okay, this is text send button. What we are going to put, for example, Firestore. Okay, dot collection, dot add messages, not collection dot. We want to get. So we can say final. Let's create a variable that we can show here, where we can show type something here. What is this? It was inside the text field. Text field now, and change has something. Can we show here our variable inside the text field? Let's see if we can do it. Do I have placeholder or something? I don't have placeholder, right? I'm checking if we have something so we can put the text inside it, or we can show our message. For now, marks line, there is nothing. Okay, cursor. There are too many things for decoration, but these have expanded. We can fix decoration. If we use input decoration, do we have something input decoration? I think we already applied decoration, right? It's there. Let's open the decoration. It has some type of message here, which is already, we have it. So let's do it now in an easy way to not waste our time. Where is the same message? I'm going to say, for example, final messages equal get print messages dot data, I guess. No, no, okay, so now in this case we get the messages. Let's print messages dot. Do you have something to string? Let's make it into string. I don't think the messages are setting right. Future of query snapshot, dynamic, and okay, this is the key. So let's make it into async. Let's make an await here. Otherwise, you get instance of this one. Then let's say messages to string. Let's take it out, check it out. It says here there's an error. What is the error? Firebase authentication is not none. Firebase Authentication. Okay, run. Let's click on send. Okay, and support the security. I want to check it out. Delete. Send. Instance of jQuery snapshot. Okay, why is this? Why is this happening? Why is this happening? We have to figure out. Probably because it's query snapshot, which has inside map string of dynamic messages. So we are making a query. We are waiting for it for the data to come after we get. I think it's better to make for loop for in for var message and messages dot enter messages dot data. Okay, let's do it in this way. Let's click on send. Now we are getting all the messages as you can see. Okay, so that's it. Sorry for making the video late. Thanks a lot. I hope it was useful. Almost we finished like most of the application done, the chatting application. Just now it's time later to show everything on the user side. Thank you. Have a good time. See you tomorrow, inshallah, for this.